Hey guys, it's me, Jessica. I have had about a week since my hysteroscopy, polypectomy, DNC, and septum division. So I wanted to update you guys on how it all went. So let me start from the beginning. I had a couple saline sonograms done, and they thought that I had a heart-shaped uterus, and so they wanted to do a hysteroscopy and a possible septum division. When they got to looking at the ultrasound, they noticed that there was a couple areas of concern that could possibly be polyps or just tissue. So I had 4 things done. My appointment was last Tuesday at 10 a.m., so we had to be at the hospital by 8 a.m. Got me set up on my IV, got me all ready, took me into the surgical waiting room around 9:30. I think they gave me Demerol. I think that's what it is. Almost calms you down. She said it would make me feel like I had a couple drinks. By 9:45, they took me back into the surgical room, and I'm assuming they started by 10 o'clock. I don't remember exactly what time we got out. I'm assuming it was like at 12 my surgery was done, so it took about 2 hours. And then I think I was able to come home around 2 because it takes us an hour to get there. My husband and I were home by 3 because he went to work at 3. So I was extremely nervous. I was so scared. I didn't want to go under anesthesia, and if you watched the last video, that was my biggest concern, which it really wasn't a concern at all, but I think that was just my focal point that I was most scared on. My husband was really, really, really supportive. He was not nervous at all. He just wanted everything to go good, and he just wished for the best. So everything seemed to go well. So after they did a DNC, they did a polypectomy, they said they removed 1 polyp in my uterus. They did the hysteroscopy to check and see if I actually have a heart-shaped uterus, and I did, and so they did the septum division, and the doctor said everything went well. I came out of anesthesia, and I had a catheter, but it was not ballooned to your urethra like urine. It was ballooned into my uterus, so it could help any kind of drainage. Had that in there for a week, and I got it out yesterday, so I'm feeling so much better without having it in. I do not have any cramping or anything like that, but when I had my surgery done, I was in much pain. At the time, the doctor or the nurse was going to be a Vicodin, and I told her that I didn't think I needed it, that I'd only take a half of one, and within a half hour of taking that half, I was crying for the other half, but I was so afraid that they wouldn't send me home if I took it because I was in a lot of pain. But she gave it to me, and they sent me home. So on the ride home, I was probably the most horrific passenger you could have. I was squeezing my stomach. I hurt so bad. I was crying. I was up. I was down. I was laying back. I was sitting up. I was nauseated. My husband didn't know what to do. We were in a really bad part of town. It has a lot of crime, and we were getting ready to get on the intersection, and I'm telling, I'm going to get sick, I'm going to get sick. And so we passed the intersection into an even worse part of town. In the town I'm speaking of, we don't live in, so that's a good thing. Like I said, it takes an hour to get there, but even into a worse neighborhood, and I didn't even get sick. So we ended up getting on the highway, brought me home. My mom was here when we got home, and she watched me for about 3.5 hours until my husband got home. By the time he got home, my pain was under control with Vicodin, and I think I took a Darvocet until we could get the Vicodin because I was in so much pain. But it was pretty well controlled once I got the Vicodin. And I was pretty well on. My surgery was on Tuesday. By Wednesday, I had went out to lunch with my mother-in-law and did a little clothes shopping. So, yeah, the day of, I was in a lot of pain. The day after, minor pain, but could be controlled with some medicine. They prescribed me estrase, which is just pure estrogen. He said it is almost similar, or he said it's very, very, very similar to the estrogen that a woman produces in her system anyways, and they want me to take estrogen because it will help promote the healing of the uterus. So I'm on 2 estrogen pills a day for 6 weeks, and then I will take progesterone to induce my period, and then once my period's over, I have to make an appointment, and we will go in for another saline sonogram to see how the uterus healed, whether there was much scar tissue, or if it healed appropriately, or if it collapsed. But we're crossing our fingers that it went well. So that is really it. It seems like a big procedure, but it didn't. I mean, it was, but there really isn't much to say about it. It did hurt. I'm hoping it was worth it. And I have an amazing doctor, so I was very aware of my procedure before I had it done. There was nothing that surprised me. Everything was explained to me over and over and over again. I was very comfortable with the procedure that we were undergoing. So he made me feel very comfortable. The nurses there made me feel so comfortable. I cried. I was nervous, but it wasn't anything that any of them did. I was just nervous for me, me and my husband. So I do have to say that my husband was so supportive and such an amazing guy through this whole process. He cooked me dinner. He rubbed my back. He just cuddled me because I was in pain or whatever it may be. He was amazing, and this is what proves to me every day that this is the man that I want to have a child with, and I cannot wait. So I'm very hopeful things went well, and I guess that's about it. I want to congratulate Stephanie on her beautiful baby boy Jackson. Oh, he is so handsome. He is just a doll. So congratulations, congratulations. And I think that's about it. So, I know that these videos come few and far